Hello children, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about metallurgy. Metallurgy means the purification or extraction process of metals from their ores. This metallurgy involves majorly three stages. First among those is dressing or concentration of the ore. Means the ore collected from the earth crust, first it should be purified from the all impurities present in it. Those impurities present along with the ore are called gangue. So in this dressing or concentration process, first of all, this gangue will be removed. And in the second stage, extraction of crude metal from these ores. After purification, pure or crude metal is extracted from this ore. In the third step, this crude metal obtained from the ore will be refined. If there are any impurities, these all are separated and purified and they are removed from the pure metal. In this way, by these three stages, pure metals are obtained from their ores. Now, in this session, we are going to see about the second process or the second stage in these metallurgical processes, that is extraction of crude metal from the concentrated or dressed ore. So we can say this as the second stage, extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore. Extraction of the metal from its ore depends on the reactivity of the metal. To understand the order of reactivity of metals that are very familiar, we study their chemical reactions with the cold water, steam, even dilute and strong acids, and even with the chlorine. And based on their vigorous activity order in these reactions, we frame out the activity series. So based upon the reaction of these metals with the different chemicals as mentioned here, like cold water, steam, dilute and strong acids, chlorine. So on reaction with these all types of chemicals and their activity order, the activity series of these metals is framed. The arrangement of metals in the decreasing order of their reactivity is known as activity series. In the earlier sessions we have seen, most broadly, these all metals can be categorized into three stages or three parts. One of the parts is a highly reactive metals group, and the second one is a moderate reactive metals, and the third group is under least reactive metals. So the combination of these all we say as a reactivity series of metals when they are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. In this decreasing order of reactivity, the metals present at the starting means highly reactive metals, and at the middle there will be moderately reactive metals, and at last least reactive metals will be present. This complete arrangement of metals in the decreasing order of their reactivity is known as activity series. Okay. Now the reduction of purified ore to the metal. So in the first stage what happens, the ore collected from the earth crust will be purified or concentrated, which is also called dressed. So in this technique, what in this process what they do, they will remove all the impurities or gangue from the ore. Now the production of metal from this ore, let us see here how it is done. The method used for a particular metal for the reduction of its ore to the metal depends mainly on the position of the metal in the activity series. So for the production of the metal, to reduce the metal ore into metallic form, we use different techniques. The nature of the technique used will be depending upon the position of the metal in the activity series. Means for highly reactive metals we use certain methods, and for least reactive metals we use some more methods. So the method used for reduction of metal from its ore depends upon the activity of that metal or the position of that metal in the activity series. Okay, now first let us see the extraction of metals at the top of the activity series. We told the activity series can be divided into three parts. First part is a highly reactive metals part. So how these metals are extracted from their ores? Let us see here. That is extraction of metals at the top of the activity series. Which metals are present at the top of the activity series generally? Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. These metals are comparatively highly reactive metals. Simple chemical reduction methods like heating with carbon or coke or carbon monoxide, etc., to reduce the ores of these metals are not feasible. By these simple methods, these metals cannot be extracted because, as we know, these metals are highly reactive metals. So they will be more stable in their compound form or ore form. So the separation of these metals cannot be done with the simple techniques like reduction with on heating with coke or carbon monoxide cannot be done. We have to use different techniques. The temperature required for the reduction is too high and more expensive also, because as we told, these metals are highly reactive and their compounds are highly stable. So the separation of metals from those compounds is not simple. It requires a very high temperature. It requires the temperature required will be very high, even it is more expensive also. So to make the process economical, generally electrolysis methods are to be adopted. So instead of heating them at a very high temperature, it is better to use electrolysis method for the separation of these highly reactive metals from their compounds. Again, the electrolysis of their aqueous solutions also is not feasible. We cannot prefer the electrolysis of these metals ores in the aqueous form also, because water in the solution would be discharged at the cathode in preference to the metal. So we know aqueous solutions means the ore will be dissolved in the water. If there is water in the solution while electrolysis is going on, instead of metal, water will be discharged at the cathode. So aqueous solutions also cannot be used for the electrolysis of these ores. So we cannot extract these highly reactive metals from their ores even by strong reduction by strong heating. We cannot do that also. And even by the electrolysis of aqueous solutions also, we cannot extract these highly reactive metals. The only one process can be done is the only method available is to extract these metals by electrolysis of their fused compounds. So instead of taking aqueous solutions, if you take fused compounds, what does it mean by fused compound? The ore compound will be taken in the liquid state at very high temperature. Molten form we call that. So if you take molten ore for the electrolysis, then we can extract pure metal from that at the cathode. So we have to prefer electrolysis of their fused compounds for the extraction of highly reactive metals. Okay. For example, if you want to extract sodium from sodium chloride, fused sodium chloride is electrolyzed with a steel cathode. This is a cathode, steel cathode, and a graphite anode. Now the metal sodium will be, this is cathode here, steel cathode, and it is a graphite anode. Now molten sodium chloride is taken as electrolyte here. By passing electricity, this sodium chloride will split into sodium and chlorine. This sodium will be deposited on the cathode and chlorine gas will be liberated at the anode. In this way, highly reactive metal sodium from its source sodium chloride can be extracted by the process called electrolysis of fused or molten ore or molten sodium chloride. These are the reactions occurring in this electrolysis. So first, so molten sodium chloride on passing electricity splits into respective ions, Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. These positive ions, Na plus ions, reach cathode and gains electrons and forms pure sodium metal. It will be deposited on the cathode. At the same time, these chloride ions reach anode and release certain electrons and forms chlorine gas. So this chlorine gas will be liberated at the anode. In this way, sodium metal is extracted from sodium chloride by electrolyzing that fused sodium chloride. Okay. Now, the extraction of metals in the middle of the activity series. Now we have seen till now the extraction of metals which are present at the top of the activity series, means highly reactive metals. So highly reactive metals are generally extracted by the electrolysis of their fused ores. Now let us see how the metals present at the middle of the activity series, which we say as moderately reactive metals like zinc, iron, tin, lead, etc. And even these metals, how these are extracted, let us see here. The ores of these metals are generally present as sulfides or carbonates in the nature. These moderate reactive metals are available in the earth crust generally as either sulfides or carbonates. Therefore, prior to reduction of the ore of these metals, they must be converted first into their respective metal oxides form. So these sulfides and carbonates first they will be converted into metal oxides. Suppose sulfide ores are converted into oxides by heating them strongly in excess of air before reducing them to metal. So before directly instead of extracting directly metal from the metal sulfides, first sulfide ores are converted into metal oxides by heating them strongly with excess of air. Then metal oxide will be formed. From that metal oxide, metal will be extracted. Here, the conversion of this metal sulfide into metal oxide by heating strongly in the presence of excess of air is known as roasting. Okay, that process is known as roasting. Heating the ore strongly in the presence of excess of air is called roasting. Okay, say for example, lead sulfide. Instead of extracting metal lead directly from metal sulfide, first metal sulfide is strongly heated in the presence of oxygen or air. Then it converts into lead oxide. From this lead oxide, lead will be extracted. It will be reduced into lead in the further step. So this process of heating metal sulfide with excess of air strongly is called roasting. By this roasting process, metal oxide will be obtained. The metal oxides are then reduced to corresponding metal by using suitable reducing agents such as carbon or coke. Reduction of metal oxide with carbon, if you see. The oxides are reduced by coke in a closed furnace which gives the metal and carbon monoxide. For example, if you see in the previous case we have seen lead sulfide is roasted to get lead oxide. This lead oxide will be strongly heated with coke or carbon. Then it will be reduced to pure metal lead. Carbon monoxide will be eliminated out. Okay, this is a reduction process we call. Metal oxides are reduced to metal by using certain reducing agent like coke or carbon. One more. Reduction of oxide ores with carbon monoxide also. Not only with the carbon, even with carbon monoxide also, certain metal oxides are reduced to metal. For example, iron oxide. Iron oxide, if it is strongly heated in the presence of carbon monoxide, this carbon monoxide reduces iron oxide to pure iron and carbon dioxide will be eliminated out. So in this way, by using either carbon or carbon monoxide, metal oxides are reduced to pure metal. One more method is there, that is self-reduction of sulfide ores, which we say as auto-reduction of sulfide ores. In this, extraction of copper from its sulfide ore, the ore is subjected to partial roasting. Partial roasting means incomplete roasting in air to give its oxide. Means first copper sulfide is heated in the presence of oxygen. Then it converts into copper oxide. But it is not done completely. Partial roasting is occurring here. When the supply of air is stopped and the temperature is raised, the rest of sulfide reacts with oxide and forms the metal and sulfur dioxide. See what is happening here. Initially, copper sulfide is heated in the presence of oxygen. This we say as roasting. Then copper sulfide converts into copper oxide. If the supply of air is stopped, then what happens? This copper sulfide remained here will react with the copper oxide formed and it converts into copper and sulfur dioxide. So in this way, when it is started here, then it undergoes self-reduction. It continues the self-reduction and forms pure metal. Okay, this is called self-reduction of sulfide ores. Next, reduction of ores by more reactive metals. This is one more method. These metal oxides are reduced with more reactive metals also to get the pure metal. Thermit process involves the reaction of metal oxides with aluminium. When highly reactive metals such as sodium, calcium, aluminum, etc. are used as reducing agents, they displace metals of low reactivity from their compounds. In that way, that low reactivity metal can be extracted from its ore by displacing them with the highly reactive metals like aluminum, sodium, or calcium, etc. These displacement reactions are highly exothermic. The amount of heat evolved is so large that the metals produced are in molten state. So these displacement reactions they produce a large amount of heat energy so that the metal obtained will be available in the molten state. Okay. For example, if you see here tin chloride, titanium chloride. So if it is reacting with magnesium, this forms a least reactive metal titanium and magnesium chloride will be formed. This way, this molten metal will be obtained here. So if it is reacting with the sodium, then also pure metal will be obtained. These reactions we say as displacement reactions with the highly reactive metals. The reaction of iron oxide with aluminium produces molten iron which is used to join railings of railway tracks or cracked machine parts. This reaction is known as Thermit reaction and the mixture of iron oxide with aluminium is called Thermit mixture. This is generally used to join the cut railings of railway tracks. So they use this iron oxide with aluminium. When it is burnt in the presence of aluminium, this iron oxide reacts with aluminium, so pure iron will be obtained there. But as it is exothermic reaction, the iron so formed will be in the molten state, so it can be used for joining those rails where it is cut. This procedure is called Thermit reaction, and that mixture of this iron oxide and aluminium is known as Thermit mixture. Okay, see these are the reactions which occur there. Iron oxide and reaction with aluminium, it forms aluminium oxide and iron. Because of evolution of large amount of heat energy there, this iron obtained will be in the molten state. In the similar way, chromium oxide and reaction with aluminium gives pure chromium metal in the molten form. Okay. Next one, extraction of metals at the bottom of the reactivity series. Till now we have seen how to extract the metals of highly reactivity and the metals of moderate reactivity. Okay, now let us see how these metals of least reactivity are extracted from their ores. So the metals like gold, silver, platinum, mercury, these come under least reactive metals. Metals at the bottom of the activity series are often found in free state also. Their reactivity with other atoms is very low. Because of this very low reactivity, these metals often found in the nature even in the free form also. The oxides of these metals can be reduced to metals by heat alone and sometimes by displacement from their aqueous solutions. So by heating, these metal oxides can be reduced to pure metals. When cinnabar is heated in the air, first it converts into metal oxide. Cinnabar, in the sense, it is mercury sulfide. Mercury sulfide. It is one of the ores of mercury. So Hg is, yes, it is called hydrogen sulfide. Mercuric sulfide it is called. If it is heated in the air, first this mercury sulfide converts into mercuric oxide. Then on further heating, it converts into, it reduces to pure metal mercury, and oxygen will be liberated out. Okay. So this is the reaction occurs there. First, mercury sulfide on heating in the presence of air, it is oxidized to mercury oxide. On further heating, this mercuric oxide converts into mercury. So in that way it is reduced to pure metal. One more, displacement from their aqueous solutions. So in this way, metal sulfide, silver sulfide is converted or reduced to pure metal sulfur from its aqueous solution. So here, silver sulfide is dissolved in potassium cyanide solution to get dicyanoargentate. Say argentate ions are produced when potassium, this silver sulfide is dissolved in potassium cyanide solution. This silver sulfide converts into dicyanoargentate ions. From these dicyanoargentate ions, silver is precipitated by treating this with zinc dust or zinc powder. So these ions, when they react with the zinc displaces silver from these ions and forms pure silver metal. So in this way, by displacement also from their aqueous solutions also, pure metals of this low reactivity series can be obtained. These are the different techniques used for the extraction of metals from their crude ore. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates on recorded videos.